Hello everyone, welcome back. So Matlock season 2 episode 4, a chilling take on AI and grief. Matlock season 2 episode 4 does something more procedural fail to do. It takes a familiar topic like artificial intelligence and make it feel genuinely unsettling. Let's be honest, we have seen plenty of AI episodes before. Most of them rely on exaggerated, almost silly portrayals where people suddenly lose all ability to think for themselves. It's overdone and usually easy to dismiss, but this episode it hits differently. Instead of going for shock value, Matlock explores a much more grounded, honestly more disturbing idea. What happens when AI is used to simulate people who are no longer alive? At the center of the episode is a powerful question. Can an AI version of someone who has passed away truly represent their thoughts, their opinions, and their decision? The show initially suggests that it might be possible, then quickly pulls the rug out from under us. Because the truth is that system can be manipulated. In the episode, the AI version of Tessa gives an inaccurate opinion, not because the concept failed, but because someone altered the code. And that twist exposes a deeper, more uncomfortable reality. Even without manipulation, there's no real way to know what a person would think about situation they never lived through. These AI versions aren't people, they are simulation, and the episode makes that painfully clear through Matty's conversation with Alfie, reminding us that taking to a simulated Ellie is not the same as talking to the real one. But here's where things get dangerous: grief. Because when someone is grieving, that line between simulation and reality can start to blur. An AI that looks like your loved one, sounds like them, responds like them, it can feel real enough to replace the real person you lost. That's a slippery slope. The episode even shows how easily the system can be bent to serve when the user wants. You can frame questions in a certain way, avoid inconvenient context, and suddenly the AI tells you exactly what you want to hear. Which brings us to one of the most questionable moments in the episode. Matty asks the AI version of Ellie whether Joe should be part of Alfie's life. That's not a small decision, it's life changing. And relying on a simulation for that kind of answer feels wrong because Ellie, which when she was alive had very different circumstances, the AI might not be accounting for growth, change, or present reality. Matty should be making that decision based on what she knows, what Edwin believes, and what's best for Alfie, not based on algorithm recreating the past. There's also another layer here: addiction. The episode subtly hints that Matty could be dependent on this AI version of Ellie. After all, it offers comfort, softens grief, it creates the illusion that Ellie is still there, and that can be incredibly hard to let go of. In a way, it mirrors Ellie's own struggle when she was alive, which adds an even more tragic layer to the story. What makes this episode stand out is how real it feels. Other shows, even ones like Law and Order, have explored similar ideas but often fall into cliches. Matlock, on the other hand, treats the subject with nuance and restraint. It doesn't just ask, what can we do this? It asks, should we? And it doesn't give easy answers. Alongside the AI storyline, we also get a compelling parallel with Senior. While the main case deals with recreating the dead through technology, Senior is facing something equally terrifying: losing himself while still alive. His fear of memory loss, of losing dignity, of slipping away mentally, it's deeply human. Yes, there's manipulation involved both from him and Julian, but that doesn't take away from the emotional weight of his situation. It's a small narrative contrast: one story about trying to hold on to the dead, another about slowly losing the living. Not every subplot works though. Sarah's storyline, centered on trust and emotional conflict, feels noticeably weaker compared to the high stake themes of AI and mortality. It doesn't just leave the same impact, but overall the episode is a standout. It takes a topic that could have been generic and turns it into something thoughtful, emotional, and quietly disturbing. So now the question is, would you rely on an AI simulation of someone you lost, or more importantly, should anyone? That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.